What should one do in the event of complete silence? You've handled the situation calmly, told her you'll be absent and refrained from speaking, but the most important part is coming up soon. You risk losing everything if you make a mistake at this point. Watch this video and I'll tell you how to attract women. Reignite her passion and become the kind of man women can't resist. If you've been waiting for something revolutionary, this is it. Please remain with me. Section 1 is this. The lack of contact is only the beginning. Contact-free zones are not final. We have started and will continue a strategic process. A good analogy would be to reset the chessboard. You gave her space to consider you by withdrawing your hand. Yet this is of utmost importance. What happens next will decide whether she continues to pursue you or moves on. The lack of touch is just a tool, yet many men mistakenly believe it to be the full technique. Failure to follow up renders it ineffective. Try to picture this. Her emotions have probably been all over the place since you've been gone. If you remain silent, she might think she's triumphant and in control. She begins to question if you're truly gone after all this time. You become more prominent in her thoughts as a result of it. All your hard work will be for nothing if you break the quiet in a weak or desperate manner. This makes your next move all the more important. It can do wonders for or worsen your standing as a respectable man. She can survive without you, so keep that in mind. Your actions will decide the result, but it piques your interest. Gently tend to that seed. This is serious business. Importantly, you should demonstrate that your absence was not a reaction and reiterate your worth. The choice is yours. Now is the moment to put your plan into action, because a man who knows his value always has one. In Section 2, observe her initial moves. Her actions will show her intentions. Therefore, keeping an eye on her when she doesn't touch is critical. Her every move and word needs to be carefully watched. Is it at random that she texts you? Does she appear to be responding positively to your social media posts, or is she actively targeting you? Here's the caveat in spite of all the clues. Let go of hasty conclusions. Problem analysis should not be hurried. Even though it's just a casual hey, her message is actually a test of our relationship. Her goal is to gauge your reaction time and determine if you are still engaged. Your best asset right now is patience. Being slow to respond demonstrates that you are not easily swayed. Rather than hastening, high-quality men investigate. Unexpectedly, she might share a lot of personal details. You can't assume she's over you if she doesn't even ring you. Some women may try to follow your lead and see if you cave before they do. To demonstrate that you are in command of your emotions, reply calmly and confidently. If she brings up previous arguments or challenges your patience, this degree of maturity establishes ground, rules for the future of the partnership, and confirms your worth. When she tries to grab their attention, the tale picks up again. Unlike normal, the men aren't eager to re-establish her status quo. You should instead rethink the dynamics of the cooperation. That she is valuable is now entirely on her shoulders. What follows is the situation. Relationships thrive when both parties put in equal effort. Because no one is interacting with you, the odds are already in your favor. Because she has missed you and felt your absence, she may have even questioned her own decisions. The moment has come for you to ensure that she can truly value your offerings. Could you please walk me through the process? In a style that is both subtle and decisive. Also, make sure you don't fall into the trap of being super accessible. Anytime she calls or gets in touch with you, however, start with a clear objective. She may ask to meet, but you shouldn't rush into agreeing. Something like, "I'll see what my schedule looks like," and get back to you would work. It would be inappropriate to respond dismissively here. The point is to show that your time is important. In your interactions with her, be sure to focus on her actions rather than yourself. Do you think she's trying to get back together with you? Does she show that she values and appreciates your time by making an effort to do so? Do not be scared to back down if this turns out to be false. Because you have proven time and time again that you can escape trouble, you are invaluable. A place with you is a privilege, and she needs to know that. Article number 7. Show yourself to be the type of man she will never meet. Leaving meant giving oneself permission to change and develop. Now demonstrate that improvement. Men who are determined, ambitious, and capable of handling themselves attract more women is an excellent starting point. You and she are both impacted by the changes that are being implemented, whether it's starting a fitness routine, climbing the corporate ladder, or trying out some new pastimes. These alterations are for you, yet there is an asterisk. You will be easily recognizable when she sees the improved version of yourself. Eventually, people will come to the conclusion that you are irreplaceable. Talking casually about a new project or your past successes will show her that you are always growing and not stuck in the past, because it speaks to her greatest fear, the dread of losing an irreplaceable loved one. This magnetic energy has a profound effect on her. You may strengthen the belief that you are special by concentrating on being the finest version of yourself. Keep your emotions in check, as mentioned in Section 8. When she reaches out to you, you might be surprised by how enthusiastic you get. However, this is where most males fall short. Envision her contacting you after weeks of no communication. Remain cool and collected if you want to keep the power dynamic in your favor. Resist the temptation to spill the beans and answer right away. Take a deep breath, relax, and think about the response that will help you achieve your long-term goals instead. Remember that you are trying to do more than just get her back. A dynamic based on emotional balance and mutual respect can be built through your actions. Keeping one's cool does not mean one must be emotionally distant or heartless. Despite the fact that her messages seem highly charged, you must respond thoughtfully and remain composed. Please refrain from acting irrationally. If she brings up past conflicts or tries to gauge your tolerance, be reassuring and cool when she asks you a question, and show her that you can hold your ground. Not only can your emotional stability increase your attractiveness, but it also lays the groundwork for the future of the partnership. A person who is grounded in reality, confident, and able to overcome challenges without losing control is what she will perceive in you. You can't say no to such a unique and appealing quality. In the 9th section, you should establish a vision that she can get behind. Reconstructing what was is only part of the process of reconnecting. The objective here is to make something better. Men with vision tend to attract women. People who know what they want out of life and have a clear vision of their destination are more likely to achieve it. That is, if you can paint a picture of her future that she finds appealing. Going back isn't the only thing she wants from you. She will do her best to accompany you on your journey. You need to clarify your own objectives first. Is there a specific goal you have for the coming year, 5 years, or even 10 years? When you know exactly what you want out of life, you attract the people who are meant to be by your side. She will be more compelled to join your cause. If you convey your vision to her in an authentic conversation, rather than as an act of boasting. If you are actively pursuing an interest or starting a business, for example, you should speak about it with confidence and excitement. She must perceive the enthusiasm and determination that propels you. The effect is far-reaching and profound. An appealing aspect of this strategy is the way it completely alters the dynamic. There will be a strong feeling of agreement and the impression that the connection is more of a collaboration than a quest, because she will be eager to fit into your world rather than the other way around. Section 10. Keep in mind your value. You demonstrated to both her and yourself that you value their time, energy, and mental health by removing yourself from the situation and not interacting with them. What you do from here on out should reflect that same degree of dignity. The important thing is to know, feel free to quit the relationship, once more if she refuses, to make an effort to reconcile or compromise. You should always aim to find a partner that treats you with respect and admiration. When you exude self-assurance and confidence, people will naturally be drawn to you. Nothing is more important than winning her back, though. Maintaining your standards guarantees that any relationship you form will be built on appreciation and respect for one another. Finally, some thoughts. Thank you for seeing this video. We hope it was helpful in answering some of your questions. For more suggestions on how to enhance your relationships and personal growth, please subscribe, like, and comment. Subscribing to Stoic Lord will provide you with additional information and exclusive rewards. May the next one bring you joy.